Warning, the podcast you're about to hear has a unique conservative perspective and may be politically incorrect, containing some controversy in its message. This episode may speak out against liberalism, socialism, the dark state, and religious organizations. It is possible that evil in politics, education, law, society, and religion will be discussed and exposed. However, we believe this podcast adds truth and value to a mature, disenfranchised audience who may be tired of apostate religions and wicked world systems. Listeners who are easily offended, overly sensitive, or have progressive leanings sympathetic to the topics we expose should be forewarned not to listen any further. We thank both those who choose to listen as well as those who choose not to listen. You've been warned. And now, let us get on with the show.
Welcome to Freedom Friday Hour. This is Brother Kapow.
And it's Miss Kapow, and it's May 5th, 2017.
Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Time for some tacos and carnitas. Huh?
Cinco de Yuo.
Cinco de Yuo and Mio. Oh, man. I was laughing so hard today.
How hard were you laughing?
I was laughing so hard that my stomach hurted. Over the stories that I've got to talk about. They're just, oh my Lord. I mean, I've entitled a show before, like, the world's gone mad, insanity, into the toilet.
But
yeah, I don't
really is.
I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's just so bizarre, man. It's crazy. Anyway, why don't you give a scripture and we'll just get right into it.
Okay, I wanted to read from Jeremiah 10, but I was going to use the NLT for some reason. I just thought it was kind of fun.
That's fine. Cool.
People who worship idols are stupid and foolish. The things they worship are made of wood. They bring beaten sheets of silver from Tarshish and gold from Upaz, and they give these materials to skillful craftsmen who make their idols. Then they dress these idols or these gods in royal blue and purple robes made by expert tailors. But the Lord is the only true God. He is the living God and the everlasting King. The whole earth trembles at his anger, and the nations cannot stand up to his wrath. Say to those who worship other gods, your so-called gods who did not make the heavens and the earth will vanish from the earth and from under the heavens. But the Lord made the earth by his power, and he preserves it by his wisdom. With his own understanding he stretched out the heavens. When he speaks in the thunder, the heavens roar with rain. He causes the clouds to rise over the earth, and he sends the lightning with the rain, and releases the wind from his storehouses. The whole human race is foolish and has no knowledge. The craftsmen are disgraced by the idols they make, for their craftily shaped works are a fraud. These idols have no breath or power. Idols are worthless. They are ridiculous lies. On the day of reckoning, they will all be destroyed. But the God of Israel is no idol. He is the creator of everything that exists, including Israel, his own special possession. The Lord of heaven's armies is his name.
Well, that's amazing. And that is really nice out of that paraphrase or translation.
Yeah.
Because you can understand it very, very clear. And I love the way it opens up, You're just stupid.
Yeah.
People are just, humans are just dumb. I mean, really. And if you're outside of wisdom, the God-given wisdom, you're just a moron, just an idiot. You live in a fallen world. Your DNA's all corrupted. The fallen angels have corrupted all the seed. You're just dying. Your body's falling apart. It's just a hot mess, man. There's only one way out, and those listening, those who found the way out, man, we can rejoice in that. But man, society is just, like I said, I don't even know what to entitle it because it's just so far down the tubes. It's unbelievable.
It's unrecognizable.
It really is. It really is. There is no civilization. Civilization is totally collapsing. The thing is, there's so much that I want to share with everybody out of the books of Enoch, Revelation, Daniel, about the times we're in and just how close we are. I mean, so close to the precipice. I mean, people, I can look over the edge. I want to share so much, but this ain't the platform to do it. Freedom Friday. It takes some time to do it, and but there's so much I want to tell you. But all I can say this is, if you're in the Lord Jesus Christ, be of good cheer. Lift up your
Because
heart.
the end is near.
It is. Look up. Redemption's near. It is over. It is over. The end game is just about here. So let's talk about some of these morons. I've got good news and bad news, Ms. Kapow.
Oh, okay.
What do you want first?
The bad.
Well, I'm going to give you the good news.
No, give me the good news first. Give me the good news.
I'm going to give you the good news. The good news is, and I'm so happy, with everything that's going on in the world right now, I'm so happy that Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn have finally got their star together on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That is good news. You know how long I've waited for that?
I know. Everything that's going on, the world's about to get destroyed by asteroids and meteors, and the sky's going to fall, and but this is news.
This is news.
This is what people are concerned with. And the bad news. Before I do the bad news, I got to sing a little song and see if our listeners can guess who this is. Do you believe in love? Huh? I'll do it again. You guys ready? Who is this? Celebrity impersonation. Do you believe in love? No, it's not Wilbur, the talking horse, or Mr.
Really?
Ed.
That's what I thought it was.
It's Cher. It's Cher. And
That's funny.
It's Cher. And this is the bad news I want to share with you all. This is so sad. If you have a candle, do light it, because this is very sad. Cher, many of you know, especially here in America, that the Trump administration, President Trump administration, has just signed in phase 1 of the new health care law repealing Obamacare. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I haven't read any of it or kept up with that stuff, because I do my own thing through Cher Ministry now, so I don't even worry about that. God has removed me out of that stuff. So, and so anyway, my health care is through Cher Ministries. Anyway, so I don't pay much attention to it, but this thing came out, and so as usual, there's many people who are upset. Well, Cher, the pop icon, Cher, as many of you know, she's just bat poop crazy, and she was a big Hillary supporter. She's very mad that she lives in an alternative universe now. And she said that if Trump won, she was going to leave Earth.
A lot of them said that
Yeah.
and never did.
Yeah. But she's still here on Earth, which is weird. But here's the deal, folks. So if you have a candle, get ready. We're going to light it. If you believe in love. Cher says over this new healthcare bill reform, she says no money. She has no money to treat my asthma after House Obamacare repeal. No money to treat my asthma. Now, I know many of you are saying, asthma? I didn't know she had asthma. Perhaps that's why she sounds like this. Do you believe? Right? So talented. I know. Such a great singer. You're going, wow. How can you make fun of such talent? Pop icon Cher, she took to Twitter, because that's what you do when you're a celebrity and you're worthless and you have nothing else to do, is you have a Twitter account. And she blasted the House's passage of the American Health Care Act, Trump Care, lamenting that the bill signature that it signed into law would threaten to cut funding to treat her asthma. Now, this is going to get funnier, folks. This really is going to get funny. Trust me on this. It's going to limit funding to treat Cher's asthma. So in her signature tweeting style of using emojis for words, and I'm looking at the tweet right now. Oh, my God. What a retard. What a mental retard. She uses emojis for words. She's 70 years old. She called the passage of the American Health Care Act on Thursday insanity And she called Trump a mad King George III president. One's a king, Cher. One's a president. Here's what she said in her tweet. I have asthma. This is all capital, by the way, and then emojis. She says, I have asthma and health care, and then there's praying hands. With Trump care, there is no bag of dollars for asthma, not even for emoji face, emoji woman face, emoji old man face, emoji old woman face. Then she says, no, quote unquote, bag of dollars again for battered women. It's pre-existing C-O-N-D-T. Cunt. Pre-existing cunt. Yeah.
Oh my.
So she's really upset. The New York Magazine apparently said postpartum depression, C-sections, and surviving domestic violence will also be considered pre-existing conditions. So I don't know what that means, but Cher says that it's insanity. She says, I'm not one bit surprised. And then emojis of exclamation and question marks. Mm-hmm. She says, we have a mad, and then here's an emoji of a crown, King George III president who thinks women's genitals are handles.
What? She's got a wild imagination.
What's that scripture you just read about stupid people not having any wisdom, just being clueless, floating around in the world, selling their soul to Satan for a few trinkets, for some blankets and some trinkets? Are you serious?
And inhalers.
And some inhalers? Yeah. In an earlier tweet, the singer called GOP representatives in the House inhumane, and she predicted millions of people would die as a result of the legislation, because she cares about people. Well, she does.
One of them is her.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get her inhaler.
And she's not going to be able to. She's not going to be able to belt those high notes out.
No.
Anyway, so she's very upset, and here's what she said in that tweet. She says, "How can GOP?" And then there's a bumblebee emoji. I don't know why.
Bumblebee.
So inhumane emoji exclamation point question mark. Poor old sick babies, pregnant women, children, mental and drug health care. Period. Tens. That's 10 apostrophe S. Tens of millions will suffer and die, and then emoji of a crossbones and skull. The number 4, get Medicaid.
Wow.
She sounds like she's insane.
She sounds like she's on meds.
She sounds like she's on more than asthma medication. So anyway, I thought, wow, Cher, I mean, I thought she was probably doing better in these times, but what do I know? You know what I mean? Sometimes celebrities hit rock bottom. So I thought, I mean, I don't want to be mean or anything, but if she can't afford asthma medication, maybe
we should take a collection.
Yeah, maybe we should take a collection for poor Cher. So I just did a little Google search on Cher's wealth. So let me play a tiny little clip from YouTube that just describes her poverty. All right? Get your candles.
She also honed her skills as an actress enough to win an Academy Award. She's the owner of several properties, including a $45 million beach house and a $5.5 million condo, and she is estimated to have earned about $28 million in 2013 alone. Cher continues to bring in large amounts of money from her recordings, her concerts, and her movies, as well as selling some of her many properties. The fortune that she has amassed over the course of several decades has led to a net worth of $305 million.
If I could turn back time. Okay, enough nonsense. Did you guys get it?
Well, I tell you what, when I heard her sing, I thought, is that Brother Kapow?
I know.
Or is that Cher?
I know.
Uncanny.
Yeah, I know. Because, she's saying if she could turn back time, I'm thinking if I can turn back the radio, turn it off, I would do that. $305 million. $305 million is her net worth from all her movies, her music.
Well, maybe those inhalers are really expensive.
Okay, just think if an inhaler is worth $1 million, she can only get like 305 hits before she's totally broke. So, damn that dirty Trump, man. Damn him. I bet if she wishes she could turn back time and her little Princess Hillary would be the president, and everybody would have free inhalers.
Everybody, even people that don't need them, get inhalers.
Exactly. And somebody should pay for it.
Exactly.
Dang it. 305 million, poor Cher, poor rich people. I feel so bad for them. Okay, speaking of piss. Speaking of piss. That's right, urine. I use the slang for urine. I'm a bad boy. Danish brewery produces Pilsner beer using recycled human urine.
Wow.
What's that scripture you read about people not having any comments, any wisdom?
Stupid.
What is it? Stupid. Are you serious?
Stupid.
Here's the deal. This gets worse.
I can't imagine.
It gets worse. An exotic new lager beer brewed with the help of 50,000 liters of human urine.
Oh, no.
It's been launched by an ambitious microbrewery in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Oh, no.
Figures. Dutch people. I can say that. My wife's Dutch Indonesian. I'm not a Dutchophobe. The bottled Pilsner, or Pilsner, to give it its official name, contains fermented malted barley that was fertilized with urine.
Oh, gross.
Collected. Now, this is the kicker. It was collected from festival goers at Denmark's largest music festival. So it's not just any urine. This is rock and roll urine. Okay? Yeah, this is festival urine.
Okay.
The waste was collected from special urinals at Rockslide Music Festival in 2015. It's also aged urine. It's a little older. When headliners included Paul McCartney and Kendrick Lamar. So here's the deal. These people were at the rock festival. A lot of people. They're drinking beer, whatever they're doing. They're listening to Paul McCartney. They go, hey, I got to take a piss. They go, they take a piss. That energy that they got from listening to Paul McCartney on Wings and whatever now translates into their urine.
Wow.
So then when you drink the beer, you get a little rock and roll Paul McCartney going.
This is very sophisticated science.
Yeah. Now, it's too bad Cher wasn't headlining, because you could have drank some of that beer and said, what could you have sang? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Her voice sounds like Joel Osteen. Her voice sounds like what Joel Osteen's face looks. You know what I'm saying? They're like a horse thing. I don't know. It's weird. That's how we see it.
That's how you see it, Jerry.
That's how I see it. Now, around 60,000 bottles of the limited edition beer will be sold around Denmark.
Well, at least it's limited.
It is limited.
So it's pretty fresh.
Yes. They everybody's excited about it. Apparently, they had some tasters that trialed it, and they said that it was very light and refreshing. I kid you not. That's what it says. Light and refreshing.
Yum, yum.
So if you're out and about and you want to taste piss beer, you can just buy Coors Light. So, I mean, why spend $12 for a bottle of this?
Yes.
You just buy some Budweiser or Coors Light and be done with it. Yeah. Or maybe Corona, because I think the Mexicans are not real happy with this right now. And they go, you know what? You're not going to build a wall? I be in your Corona.
There you go.
I'm just saying. Everybody ready for some more Cher? Let's listen to a little more Cher. Okay, here we go. Is that funny or what?
And I can never hear that song again without thinking of you.
Well, my favorite song is You Believe. Actually, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. That's such a heavy lyric. Oh my goodness.
That's so
Okay, speaking
stupid.
of stupid, our scientists are not smart anymore. Scientists used to be smart people, but they're pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Well, at least the ones that make the paper. Mm-hmm. It's sad.
It is sad because we rely on their smartness.
I know. And you're talking... We've already exposed David Hawking. He doesn't exist. Stephen Hawking. David Hawking doesn't exist either, but Stephen Hawking. I don't even know if David Hawking's still around. Oh. But anyway, Stephen Hawking, we already exposed him. But these scientists are from Harvard.
Oh, yeah.
Also from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. So, it's not like just, down the street. Mm-mm. Here's the deal. Here's the deal, folks. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Eating boogers.
No.
Is good for your teeth and overall health.
Oh, for the love of pizza.
Conclude.
That's nasty. You know what I see? I see a scientist with green teeth and green snot.
You see a nerd.
And he was a kindergartner that used to eat his boogers. And now it's revenge time because his teacher told him not to because it was nasty and dirty.
Yeah.
And it's been with him for his whole life. And then when he became a scientist, he says, this is how I'm going to get back to my teacher. I'm going to make this good for you. That's what I see. That's nasty.
I think you're right. Now, do you also see him voting Democrat?
Oh, definitely.
He's a liberal. He's got a Hillary Clinton bumper sticker on his car. He's still driving around on the wrong way of the freeway, isn't he? You got to feel sorry for these people, man. I'm worried about them. I worry about their health, their overall mentality.
That's gross.
Yeah.
That is gross.
Picking and eating.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh, no.
It's good for your health. Picking and eating your nose may be good. And there's a picture of a little girl. And she has her middle finger in her mouth, and she just got a big one in there, a nice juicy.
No.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It reminds me of something I saw just a few months ago, last year even. I saw an adult woman. Yeah. No, okay. I did, and I can't even say it without my mouth watering because I want to throw. Because I want to throw up. But I saw her pick her nose and eat it.
Was she in the car?
Nope. No, she wasn't.
She just was there. How many digits do you think she went up on the finger? Like
at least two.
The 2 digits? That's a
okay,
big
I can't say no more.
Well, here it is. Here's a woman here who probably doesn't know, but she's probably in great health because of that, see? Weren't we just talking about that today? That if you see some kind of health thing in a mainstream media, like if they say eggs are bad for you because it causes cholesterol, do the opposite. Eat a bunch of eggs. If they say red meat's bad for you because it causes heart, do the opposite. Go get a bunch of red meat. Have a nice juicy steak every night. Because what they're telling you is the opposite lie. They're constantly doing that. They're just morons. This is a perfect example. They're telling you to eat your snot.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Liars will not go unpunished.
No.
The Word of God says that.
No. They're making piss beer and snot burgers. Burgers.
This is what's on the menu.
Oh, I'm telling you,
it's nasty.
I'm telling you, the human race, it has to become more and more perverse and corrupt. The iniquity is filling up. It's like a glass that you're pouring water into, and there's a limit line. That iniquity has to fill up before the end.
Mm-hmm. It's a recipe.
That's where we're at. Yeah. This is part of the recipe. It's filling up. And we're not going the opposite direction, folks.
No.
We keep filling up with the iniquity and perverseness and abomination. Picking your boogers is an abomination.
Yeah, not burgers.
I like burgers, but boogers.
No way.
They're very closely related.
Well, they're probably high in sodium.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. Now look, Okay. Scientists at a number of universities, including Harvard and MIT, say parents should not discourage their children from picking their noses because they...
See, I would not make a good one then.
No. Yeah, here's why, Ms. Capel. Because they contain this is, quote, a rich reservoir of good bacteria.
Yeah, I want my kids to eat some good bacteria.
You know, they go, why is your son, he's in such good health. He's got so much energy. He's got some good bacteria.
Leave little Johnny alone. Let him eat his boogers.
He gets it from his nose. Eating snot can also prevent bacteria from sticking to your teeth.
What?
I lie not. That's what it says.
Say that again.
Eating snot can also prevent bacteria from sticking to your teeth.
Oh, great. I'm going to ask my dentist, should I be eating these things because it'll help my teeth?
That's a good question for him. Because he might say, hey, I don't know, but I can no longer see you. I'm booked for the year. According to the article, it was published in the Journal of the American Society for Microbiology.
Okay, well, that makes it legit then.
The findings even suggest snot could defend against, check this out, Ms. Powell, against respiratory infections, stomach ulcers, and even HIV.
Ah, HIV now.
Yeah,
okay.
HIV. So, here's my this would make a good T-shirt. If you're gay, pick away.
That's clever.
If you're gay, pick away. So we say, what does that mean? Well, it prevents HIV. I'm going to have this lifestyle and I never get AIDS because I eat my boogers.
Oh, unless your boogers are already contaminated, then what?
Yeah, I just heard somebody go, oh, that's mean. They're making fun of people. Yeah, I am. If you don't like it, then go away. Yeah, I am making fun of it. They're stupid. Yeah, I have no apologies.
No.
The researchers are even working on a synthetic mucus toothpaste.
Oh, for the love of pizza. You got to find out who that person is.
Yeah. See, why wouldn't I make fun of this? The researchers are even working on a synthetic mucus toothpaste, really? And guess what? Chewing gum to harness the dental benefit of boogers.
See, and then dentists have to promote this, right?
Yeah.
So no wonder they're always committing suicide. I know I would.
They're like, I can't do this. I can't look at myself in the mirror every morning.
Here I'm looking at little Johnny. I'm telling you his boogers.
Yeah, I did chew booger gum.
Yeah, no.
Here's what they say. They say nature pushes us to do different things because it is our advantage to have certain behaviors, to consume different types of foods, said Dr. Scott Napper, professor of biochemistry at the University of Saskatchewan, Canada. So he says, so maybe when you have an urge to pick your nose and eat it, you should just go with nature. He says,
see, I'm telling you, these are the little 5-year-old boys in kindergarten that would eat their boogers, and they've got green teeth and yellow snot.
Yeah, and they're getting back at their teachers now, going, ha, I'm going to prove something to you. I'm going to have the whole world doing this.
I'm seeing this in my third eye.
Well, this genius, he continues and he says, from an evolutionary perspective, we evolved under very dirty conditions. And maybe this desire to keep our environment and our behavior sterile isn't actually working to our advantages. So next thing you're going to know, you're going to be picking your butt, according to these people. Yeah, you're going to be picking your butt. I mean, come on, that's the next thing. Well, I mean, what's wrong with these? Okay. Austrian lung specialist Professor Friedrich Bissinger, who also contributed to the study, said research show people who pick their noses are happier, they're happier, and probably better in tune with their bodies. Do you know why they're happier? Do you know why? Because they're retarded. They have no idea what's going on around them.
Oh, and these people are like fixing our food and.
Oh, you're gonna like this. This is in quotes. Eating the dry remains of what you pull out of your nose is a great way of strengthening the body's immune system. Look, medically, it makes great sense, and it's a perfectly natural thing to do. In terms of the immune system, the nose is a filter for which a great deal of bacteria are collected. And when this mixture arrives in the intestines, it works just like a medicine.
Okay, it's not scriptural, so I'm going to throw it out.
Well, I want to know, when the poor schmucks are going to get together and start marketing this stuff, and they're going to start marketing other people's boogers, and then you go to the health food
can you
store
imagine
buy
celebrity boogers?
Oh shit! Can you? Poor Sherry, she's not going to be able to afford booger therapy because of King George guy. King George the Third. Yeah, not the second, the third.
Third.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's disgusting,
That's
isn't it?
gross.
I'm going to take a commercial break because I got to throw up. We'll be back.
The Kapow Radio Show Network produces high-quality podcasts that you definitely want to hear. So stick around and get prepared to stimulate your spirit.
Be advised that depending on the make and model number of any given robot, there may be certain features in their makeup which predispose them to antisocial behavior. It is best to avoid these robots or to limit the time you are in contact with them. If a robot has locked its targeting system on you, remember the SKS rule. Stop, kneel, and surrender.
Hello, you're listening to the Kapow Radio Show Network on Blog Talk Radio. The Kapow Radio Show with your hosts, Paul and Linda, is heard every Monday night. And the Patrick Meekin program airs every Wednesday night. Then, on Friday, hear the Freedom Friday Hour. All shows air 6 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Eastern. Please visit kapowradioshow.com for further information.
You're going to hurt your throat.
I'm starting to dig it, man. I'm really starting to see the benefit. I just ate a booger. And then I started singing Cher music.
Gross.
And I'm telling you what, I can't explain how happy and healthy I feel.
Good.
I really do. One last story about stupid people without truth. And this is, I pick on the world all the time because it's obvious. So let's pick on the church. I mean the business model church, a building church, not the true church, not the called out ecclesia. You guys know what I mean. I'm talking about this phony Christianity that we've had for the last 2,000 years. Chairs were toppled in a brawl at Greater Bellevue Baptist Church in Macon, Georgia. Yeah. On May 1st, that's Beltane's Day, the second highest holy witchcraft day, next to Halloween. Yep, Beltane's Day. And blood sacrifice is required on this day, but I guess no one got killed on this one. But anyway, they had a big brawl at the church. Here's the deal. Punches were thrown, chairs were toppled inside the Greater Bellevue Baptist Church. Go to the Greater Bellevue Baptist Church and get in a fight. This is in Macon County, Georgia. This was Monday night, and it happened over a disagreement about the pastor's future.
What?
Oh, yeah, this is totally biblical. You remember when Peter stood up and then James said, hey, wait a minute, I'm the leader of the Jerusalem church. No, you're not. And then they chest bumped.
Yeah.
And then who was it? It was, Judas the Third jumped in, did a wild swing. It was big brawl. Big brawl.
Wow.
You can read about it all in the New Testament. Church trustees had hired 3 Bibb County Sheriff's deputies. That's always a good sign. When you're going to have a church meeting at your Baptist church and you have to hire the sheriff deputies to keep the peace, that's always a good sign that your Christianity is false. During which the congregation was set to vote on whether the Reverend David Stevens would remain as pastor. Several members of the congregation took turns speaking, but it didn't take long for things to get out of hand. I can't handle this. This is church, though. They overdoing it, though. That's what one man said on a video he with his phone. So he's right there with the booger eaters and Cher. A woman came on a microphone and said, us not having a pastor at all, is that going to make this a better church or worser? I'm reading to you the direct quote. Worser, the man taking the video said, we want Pastor Stevens. He is a big help to the community, though. They tripping. End of quote. A woman can be overheard saying she told her son that when it comes to church, you don't come for the people, baby. You come for the word. Oh, wow. And there she is at this meeting telling her kid, you come for the word. Time to change. I would say change churches, but just time to change into real Christianity. At one point, a deputy waved people away from the podium saying, one at a time. If you keep talking, you won't be able to vote. A man at the podium told about 150 people in the church. Then another guy said, if y'all don't vote, y'all just don't vote. The deputies could see that some of the members were getting irate and that this meeting was starting to take turn for the worse. A little more than 20 minutes into the 35-minute video, church decorum decayed in a matter of seconds, and the deputies called for backup.
Wow. That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it said
seriously.
Young Christian men threw punches, and nice Christian folks shoved each other among chairs that had been knocked over.
Wow.
At the blow of a whistle, everyone left the church, and the fight dissipated about 8:40 p.m. The deputies say there was an altercation involving a few different church members, but the deputies were unable to determine the primary aggressor and also unable to recontact parties involved because the crowd had dispersed. Now, come the next day, Tuesday, the church doors were locked, and attempts to reach the pastor for comment was unsuccessful.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. And that's how you do it. That's how you have modern day Christianity in America and many places around the world.
Wow. Okay,
booger eater. We're out of here, man.
I'm got a tummy ache.
You don't want no booger pie?
No.
Want me to sing some Cher?
No. Ciao, babies.
Good night.